Welcome back to Nation of Glory. Today, we bring you the unforgettable journey of a woman whose very name has become a synonym for greatness in Hollywood. Meryl Streep is not just an actress, she is a living embodiment of what it means to transform, to inspire, and to leave an everlasting mark on the world of cinema. Her story is not only about fame and awards, it's about persistence, passion, and a love for the craft that has kept audiences mesmerized for decades. Meryl Streep was born on June 22, 1949, in Summit, New Jersey. She grew up in a middle-class household with her mother, Mary, who was an artist and commercial artist, and her father, Harry William Streep Jr., who worked as a pharmaceutical executive. From a young age, Meryl was surrounded by creativity and discipline. Her mother encouraged her to believe in herself, often telling her she was capable of anything. Those words would become a foundation that carried her through the toughest challenges of her career. In school, Meryl wasn't the superstar you might imagine today. She was intelligent, yes, but she was also shy and unsure of herself. Like so many young people, she had doubts. She never knew that one day, she would stand on the world's biggest stages. She was interested in music first. At just 12 years old, she took opera lessons and impressed everyone with her powerful soprano voice. But even though her talent was undeniable, she didn't see herself as destined for a stage life yet. She was searching, still trying to find who she was meant to be. Meryl's teenage years were filled with the normal experiences of self-discovery. She was a cheerleader in high school, popular among her peers, but she also had a serious side, a mind that always wanted more. She attended Vassar College, where she initially studied drama almost by chance. At first, it wasn't her life's dream to be an actress. She was simply exploring. But then something extraordinary happened. She realized that acting allowed her to become anyone, to live 1,000 different lives, and to express emotions far beyond what words alone could capture. When Meryl acted for the first time on stage, people were stunned. Her ability to disappear into a role, to take on another person's essence, was remarkable. She didn't just play characters, she became them. She graduated from Vassar in 1971 and then pursued further training at the Yale School of Drama, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world for acting. At Yale, Meryl worked tirelessly, taking on roles in more than 40 plays. Sometimes she would perform 3 different characters in a single day. It was exhausting, but it sharpened her craft like nothing else could. The world outside Yale wasn't easy. Meryl entered an industry that often looked at actresses as temporary, valued only for youth and beauty. Hollywood was never kind to women, especially those who didn't fit the traditional mold of glamour. But Meryl had something far more powerful than surface beauty. She had skill, determination, and an unmatched ability to capture hearts with raw authenticity. Her early stage performances in New York drew attention. Critics noticed her, and soon she was cast in her first film, Julia, in 1977. It was a small part, but even in those few minutes on screen, Meryl Streep made audiences take notice. A year later, her breakthrough came with The Deer Hunter, a deeply emotional war drama that earned her an Academy Award nomination. From that moment on, the world knew that a new star had arrived. But Meryl's journey was not just about talent, it was about resilience. In 1978, around the same time, her career was just beginning, she experienced a heartbreaking personal tragedy. Her fiancé, actor John Cazale, who starred in films like The Godfather, was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Meryl stayed by his side through his final days, caring for him with unwavering devotion until his passing. It was a devastating moment, but it also revealed the depth of her strength and compassion. This resilience carried into her performances, giving them a richness that audiences could feel in every frame. After John's passing, Meryl continued to move forward, though with a heart forever marked by that pain. She married sculptor Don Gummer later that same year, beginning a partnership that would bring her stability and family throughout her extraordinary career. Together, they raised 4 children, proving that even amidst the glamour of Hollywood, Meryl Streep cherished her role as a mother above all. In the 1980s, Meryl became unstoppable. Film after film, she delivered unforgettable performances. In Kramer vs. Kramer 1979, she portrayed Joanna, a mother torn between love for her child and her own independence. The role earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress and established her as one of the finest talents in Hollywood. Soon after, she played Sophie in Sophie's Choice 1982, a role that required her to portray unimaginable grief and resilience. Her performance was so powerful, so heartbreaking, that it is still considered one of the greatest in film history, winning her an Oscar for Best Actress. What set Meryl apart was her ability to transform. She didn't just play characters, she vanished into them. Whether it was mastering accents, adopting mannerisms, or diving deep into the psychology of her roles, she gave everything. Critics called her a chameleon, someone who could become anyone on screen. From British aristocrats to working-class mothers, from historical figures to fictional heroines, she made every performance authentic. And while awards followed, multiple Oscars, Golden Globes, and countless nominations, Meryl never let them define her. She often said that acting was not about winning, but about telling stories that mattered. She chose roles that challenged her, roles that gave voice to complex, layered women. She wasn't interested in being a movie star, she wanted to be a storyteller. Through the decades, Meryl balanced career and family, a challenge many find impossible. She kept her private life grounded, avoiding the scandals and chaos that often follow celebrities. She focused on her children, her marriage, and her art. Perhaps that is why she has endured for so long, because her roots have always been strong. Her performances in films like Out of Africa, The Bridges of Madison County, The Devil Wears Prada, Mamma Mia, and The Iron Lady showcased her incredible range. Whether making audiences laugh, cry, or reflect, Meryl brought truth to every role. In The Devil Wears Prada, her portrayal of Miranda Priestley, the icy fashion editor, became iconic not because she was loud or dramatic, but because she conveyed power in silence, in a single glance. That's the magic of Meryl Streep. But perhaps what makes her story most inspiring is her humility. Despite being described as the best actress of her generation, Meryl has always downplayed her greatness. She often jokes about her insecurities, saying she still doubts herself before every role. That vulnerability makes her relatable, a reminder that even legends have fears. Meryl Streep's influence goes beyond acting. She has been an advocate for women's rights, for equality in Hollywood, and for using her platform to push for meaningful change. She has spoken fearlessly about issues that matter, proving that her voice is as powerful off-screen as it is on-screen. Even today, well into her 70s, Meryl continues to inspire. She remains active, still taking on roles that challenge perceptions and ignite conversations. For young actors around the world, she is proof that true artistry never fades, that passion can fuel a lifetime of work. Her journey is not just a Hollywood story, it's a human story. A story of a girl from New Jersey who believed in herself, who faced heartbreak and loss, who rose above doubts and obstacles, and who transformed into one of the greatest artists of our time. Meryl Streep teaches us that success is not about fame or awards, but about authenticity, resilience, and dedication to one's craft. She has shown that storytelling is a way of connecting hearts, of reminding us of our shared humanity. And so, as we look back at her incredible journey, we celebrate not just an actress, but a woman who has given the world a legacy of courage, artistry, and truth. This has been the story of Mary Louise Meryl Streep, the woman who turned her life into a canvas of unforgettable performances, and who continues to remind us of the power of cinema. Thank you for watching Nation of Glory. If you enjoyed this journey through the life of one of Hollywood's brightest stars, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories, and as always, we'll be back with more tales from the world of legends.